Shots fired. Shots fired. 10-4. Shots fired.
2 people shot and killed in a Johnston neighborhood. A 15-year-old girl now recovering from her injuries. The suspect killed by police after a violent chase and standoff that spanned multiple communities and brought parts of busy Plainfield Pike to a halt.
When they arrived, the suspect drove at these police officers head-on towards their vehicles, nearly striking them.
An investigation now underway across multiple departments and the Attorney General's office.
Tonight, what we know about the suspect and his victims and how the seeds for today's chaos may have been planted last night.
We have live team coverage tonight of this developing story.
12 News reporter Kayla Fish is standing by at Cranston Police with the details on how many officers were involved in the shooting and how this investigation will be handled next.
But first, let's get out to Amanda Pitts, who's live in Johnston with the very latest on today's violence. Amanda?
Well, Mike and Shannon, this is where that whole ordeal began. That suspect went on a rampage in his neighborhood, according to police. And our sources now tell us this all started with a dispute between neighbors. Police wrapping up a 12-plus hour-long investigation in the Johnston neighborhood where 3 people were shot Wednesday. Boxes and boxes of evidence were removed from the Legion Court home of 52-year-old James Harrison, the man police say is responsible for the triple shooting. It all unfolded around 7:30 a.m. when neighbors reported hearing a loud bang and then saw Harrison leaving his home.
Upon arrival, officers located 3 shooting victims, 2 of which were deceased.
One of the victims killed was Harrison's mother, sources tell 12 News, who lived with him. The second victim killed an adult neighbor who lived next door. A 15-year-old girl who also lived there was injured. Johnston police then put out a call for other officers to be on the lookout for Harrison. It was an off-duty police dispatcher who spotted him in a nearby cemetery, and police rushed there. Our cameras caught officers racing out of the neighborhood.
When they arrived, the suspect drove at these police officers head-on towards their vehicles, nearly striking them.
A chase then ensued through several communities to Plainfield Pike, where police say Harrison swerved at vehicles and even hit a Cranston police cruiser. Police saying 3 cruisers in total were damaged.
At some point, he was traveling the wrong way down Plainfield Pike.
Harrison eventually lost control and crashed. That's when police surrounded him.
The suspect eventually did exit the vehicle, brandishing a firearm, a handgun, which he pointed at the officers. At that point, the officers fired, killing the suspect.
His vehicle seen here riddled with bullet holes. But what was the motive in all of this? Police are not yet saying. But Target 12 has confirmed through multiple sources that it stemmed from a neighborhood dispute over multiple days. Sources say Harrison was seen peering into a neighbor's window earlier in the week, and police were called to his home Tuesday night, but he didn't answer the door. Now, police are not yet releasing the identities of those victims at this hour. We hope to learn more tomorrow. Obviously, we are in the very early stages of this multi-jurisdictional investigation. My colleague Kayla Fish joins me now live with more on how this investigation will play out. Kayla?
Well, Amanda, that's right. Police tell us that there were more than half a dozen Cranston officers that fired at the suspect, as well as at least 1 Providence officer. They will all be placed on administrative leave, which is standard protocol in situations like this as the use of force investigation gets underway.
Shots fired. Shots fired. 10-4. Shots fired.
Police radio broadcast detailing the moments officers from Cranston and Providence engaged with the suspect, James Harrison, on Plainfield Pike.
Suspect down. 1 suspect down, gunshot wounds.
After he allegedly killed 2 people and injured a 3rd in Johnston, then led officers on a chase.
As you can imagine, it's a traumatic incident. There's a person that's deceased, and these officers did the best they could to protect themselves from the public.
As with any officer-involved shooting, the Attorney General's office has put together a team to investigate whether the use of force was justified, working with the state police and the agencies involved, Cranston and Providence. The officers who fired their weapons are now on leave during the investigation.
I think what people miss sometimes is officer-involved shooting is not common. When it happens, that officer needs to take a break and make sure that they don't feel like they're being accused of doing something wrong. In this particular case, it appears from all the people I've spoken to, the officers did what they were supposed to do. Do they want to do that? No. So they put them on leave because that person can be mentally affected by it.
12 News law enforcement analyst Colonel Stephen O'Donnell says the officers who responded to the initial complaint against the suspect, accusing him of peeking into his neighbor's window Tuesday night, did what they were trained to do.
The laws don't allow the police to kick somebody's door in for a complaint like that. They knock on the door. It's your right to answer the door or not answer the door if you don't want to. And that it's unfortunate. So there's no preventable piece to this. The police did their job.
And as the use of force investigation gets underway, Colonel O'Donnell wants people to remember that officers are human too.
The most grotesque thing a human being can do to someone happened today, and then the police are responding to that threat at their own peril, and then a suspect decides to point a weapon at them, and they did what they needed to do, but they also have to decompress. So
now, Colonel O'Donnell tells me that this investigation will be meticulous and likely take a while. The Attorney General's office confirms to 12 News that this is the first officer-involved shooting investigation of 2023. Live in Cranston, I'm Kayla Fish, 12 News.